ओ जय गौरानिताय 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 जय गौरानिताय जय गौरनिताय ओ जय गौरानिताय 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 जय गौरानिताय ओ हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ओ जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 ओ जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद ओ जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव ओ निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल निताय गो ओ निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल निताय गो हरि बोल जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद ऐसी भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवास आदि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा मैया यमुना मैया की तुलसी देवी भक्ति देवी की Srila Prabhupada's Transcendental Book Distribution and Prasadam Distribution की हरिनाम संकीर्तन की Tagore Premanande. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Welcome to the Srimad Bhagavatam class at Sri Sri Radha Kalachandji's. Before we start, let us offer our humble obeisances at the lotus feet of Sri Sri Radha Kalachandji, that we're able to go deeply into the subject matter today, so we're able to come a little bit closer to him. Hare Krishna. So we'll start with Jai Radha Madhav. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari O Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari O Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari O Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari O Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Prajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Prajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari O Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari O Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Oh Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol. Jai Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we'll all say these prayers together. Narayana Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet. Translation. Before reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances onto the personality of Godhead Narayan, onto Nara Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, onto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and onto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtuki. By regular attendance in classes on the Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. Om Jnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadam Hayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakham Vitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So today we will be reading from Canto 4, Chapter 19, and we shall cover text number 34. 4:19:34. Is anybody here for the first time at Kalachanji's? Sure. Where are you visiting from? Your second time, okay. How about you, Prabhu? Where are you visiting us from? From Mexico. Welcome. Happy to have you here. Okay, so we'll do 34. Masim Maharaja Kritasma Chintam Nishamayashmad Vacha Adhartama Yadhyayato Daivahatam Nu Kartum Manotirushtam Vishate Tamo Nadham Masmin Maharaja Kritasma Chintam Nishamayashmad Vacha Adhartatma Yadhyayato Daiva Hatam No Kartum Mano Tirushtam Vishate Tamo Nadham Masmin Maharaja Kritasma Chintam Nishamayashmad Vacha Adhartatma Yadhyayato Daiva Hatam Na Kartum Mano Tirushtam Vishate Tamo Natham. Somebody like to say? Masmin Maharaja Kritasma Chintam Nishashmayatmad Vacha Adhartatma Yadhyayato Daiva Hatam Na Kartum Mano Tirushtam Vishate Tamo Natham. Masmin Maharaja Kritasma Chintam Nishamayasmad Vacha Adhartatma Yadhyayato Daiva Hatam Na Kartum Mano Tirushtam Vishate Tamo Natham. Kids want to say? Want to sing? Try it. Masmin Maharaja Kritasma Chintam Nishamayasmad Vacha Adhartatma Yadhyayato Daiva Hatam Na Kartum Mano Tirushtam Vishate Tamo Natham. Bravo. Very nice. Very well. Anybody else wants to sing? Back there? Ribol? The girls want to sing? Masmin Maharaja Kritasma Chintam Nishamayasmad Vacha Adhartatma Yadhyayato Daiva Hatam Na Kartum Mano Tirushtam Vishate Tamo Nadham. Give her a hand. Haribol. Okay, so we'll go for word for word. Ma, do not. Asmin, in this. Maharaja, O king. Krita, do. Sma, as done in the past. Chintam, agitation of the mind. Nishamaya, please consider. Asmat, my. Vachaha, words. Ardhrata Atma, being very respectful. Yat, because. Dhyayata, of him who is contemplating. Daivahatam, that which is thwarted by providence. No, certainly. Kartum, to do. Manaha, the mind. Atirustam, very angry. Vishate, enters. Tamaha, darkness. Andham, dense. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. My dear King, do not be agitated and anxious because your sacrifices have not been properly executed due to providential impediments. Kindly take my words with great respect. We should always remember that if something happens by providential arrangement, we should not be very sorry. The more we try to rectify such reversals, the more we enter into the darkest region of materialistic thought. Please repeat. My dear King, do not be agitated and anxious because your sacrifices have not been properly executed due to providential impediments. Kindly take my words with great respect. We should always remember that if something happens by providential arrangement, we should not be very sorry. The more we try to rectify such reversals, the more we enter into the darkest region of materialistic thought. Purport. Sometimes the saintly or very religious person also has to meet with reversals in life. Such incidents should be taken as providential. Although there may be sufficient cause for being unhappy, one should avoid counteracting such reversals. For the more we become implicated in rectifying such reversals, the more we enter into the darkest regions of material anxiety. Lord Krishna has also advised us in this connection. We should tolerate things instead of becoming agitated. So this section is when Lord Brahma has come and he is trying to help Maharaj Prithu. So today our topic, so we are doing a theme for the month, and every Saturday we actually try to speak about that theme. So the theme for this month is empowerment and compassion for juniors in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So here in this section we are seeing that Maharaj Prithu, he was trying to conduct some sacrifice, and we'll go a little bit more deeper into what the context is. And Lord Brahma has come now to actually instruct Maharaj Prithu. So to get little context, let's go to text number 29 and we'll just read the translations. Okay. My dear Vidura, would somebody like to read? Would you like to read, Prabhu?
My dear Vidura, after giving the king this advice, the priests who had been engaged in performing the sacrifice called for Indra, the king of heaven, in a mood of great anger. When they were just ready to put the oblation in the fire, Lord Brahma appeared on the scene and forbade them to start the sacrifice.
30.
Lord Brahma addressed them thus: My dear sacrificial performers, you cannot kill Indra, the king of the heaven. It is not your duty. You should know that Indra is as good as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Indeed, he is one of the most powerful assistants of the Personality of Godhead. You're trying to satisfy all the demigods by the performance of this yajna, but you should know that all these demigods are but parts and parcels of Indra, the king of heaven. How, then, can you kill them in this great sacrifice?
31. We'll go all the way to 38. Yes, sir.
In order to make trouble and impede the performance of King Prithu's great sacrifice, King Indra has adopted some means that in the future will destroy the clear path of religious life. I draw your attention to this fact. If you oppose him any further, he will further misuse his power and introduce many other irreligious systems.
32.
Let there be only 99 sacrificial performance for Maharaj Prithu. Lord Brahma concluded. Lord Brahma then turned towards Maharaj Prithu and informed him that since he was thoroughly aware of the path of liberation, what was the use in performing more sacrifice?
33.
Lord Brahma continued, Lest there be good fortune to both of you, for you and King Indra are both part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, you should not be angry with King Indra, who is non-different from you.
And then we come to today's verse, which is
My dear king, do not be agitated and anxious because your sacrifice have not been properly executed due to providential impediments. Kindly take my words with great respect. We should always remember that if something happens by providential arrangement, we should not be very sorry. The more we try to rectify such reversals, the more we enter into the darkest region of the materialistic thought.
it's okay. So the context here, that's good, Prabhu. So the context here is that Maharaj Prithu, he was in the descendant of Dhruva Maharaj, right? In that lineage. And in Dhruva Maharaj's lineage came a king, his name was King Vena. And he was a very, very cruel king. He was so cruel that he actually told all the citizens to stop performing sacrifices. And in his kingdom, rogues and thieves started to do a lot of damage. Seeing this, the Brahmanas and the citizens were very disturbed, and they went to King Vena and they told him that, Dear king, we're having a lot of trouble and we need your help. We need to start performing sacrifices. And what did King Vena say? He said, oh, you don't have to perform any sacrifices, just worship me. Right? And this is the mentality which, we all have. Like, we are the boss. When we look around, everybody around us should actually worship me. They should listen to me. And the problem is, everybody is thinking the same way. So, the Brahmanas, to help protect the citizens, they killed Vena. The mother was actually still, having so much love for King Vena that she had the body still protected. And then later, the citizens saw that because there is no king, the thieves and rogues have actually started to flourish more and more. And that is when they decided that we need to actually intervene here. So they took the arms. They first took the thighs of King Vena and they rubbed it. And from the thighs came a very small personality, black as crow. That's what the Srimad Bhagavatam says. And that person's name was Nishad or Bahuk. But from the arms, from the two arms of King Vena, when they actually rubbed it, came Maharaj Prithu. And Maharaj Prithu is a Satyavesh avatar of the Lord himself. And from the other arm came Atri, who was an incarnation of Mother Lakshmi. So as soon as Maharaj Prithu, appeared, all the citizens, they were very, very happy and they were very pleased. And when they were coronating Maharaj Prithu onto the kingdom, they all sang praises. All the demigods came and they presented various gifts to Maharaj Prithu. And very nice description is actually given in Srimad Bhagavatam, like how everybody gave him something wonderful. Like Lord Shiva gave him a sword. Mother Durga gave him a shield with moons. Kuvera gave him a throne, a golden throne. So many different things he got. And everybody was very happy and pleased to see Maharaj Prithu. Then Maharaj Prithu, he actually, started to rule the kingdom. And while he was ruling, citizens, because they were so affected by so many years of misrule, they had already become very weak and thin because they were not getting grains. So they came to Maharaj Prithu and they requested Maharaj Prithu that we are not having any grains, and we need some food. Because of this, we are very weak. So the Maharaj Prithu, he asked Mother Earth that, oh dear Mother Earth, why aren't you producing grains? And Mother Earth didn't reply, so Maharaj Prithu became very angry. It's said in Srimad Bhagavatam that his eyes became bloodshot red. He took out a bow and an arrow to kill Mother Earth. And Mother Earth was so afraid seeing Maharaj Prithu that she took the form of a cow and she started to run everywhere. And Maharaj Prithu kept following her. Imagine, in anger, here Maharaj Prithu, who is a Satyavesh avatar of the personality of the Lord, he is ready to kill a cow, Mother Earth, a woman, right, in the form of a cow. This is what anger can do. But then, Mother Earth, seeing that Maharaj Prithu is going to kill her, she actually requested Maharaj Prithu and she humbly folded her hands and said, Maharaj Prithu, please listen to me. Please listen to me with patience so I can explain to you, why I'm not able to produce grains. And then she said that earlier, because everybody was a non-devotee and they were eating grains, there was no sacrifice performed. I had to actually hold on to the grains. And she said that I took those grains and I kept them. She said, I kept the grains, the herbs, deep in my core, so that way I was not producing that. But because it has been gone deep and it has been there for so long, those grains have now deteriorated. However, if you get a suitable calf and milk me, then I will start to produce again. And Maharaj Prithu requested that, now everybody is a devotee in the kingdom, so you should produce. And she said that, yes, I will produce if you bring a suitable calf. So Maharaj Prithu, and it is said in Srimad Bhagavatam that Maharaj Prithu, was able to bring a suitable calf and he was able to milk Mother Earth and produce all the grains and whatever everybody needed, everybody got. Then Maharaj Prithu decided to perform the Ashwamedh Yajna, the horse sacrifice. And he decided that I am going to perform 100 horse sacrifices to please the Lord, because there hasn't been sacrifices done for so long, and that will actually help the citizens. Because only when you perform austerity can we actually please Lord Krishna. And in each yuga there is a different type of austerity. What is the austerity in Kali Yuga? Harinam Yajna, right? So he started to perform 100 horse sacrifices. And it is said in the Srimad Bhagavatam that as the horse sacrifices were performed, there was flourishment in the whole kingdom. Everybody was so happy. The lakes were full, the trees were full of fruit, the flowers were blossoming. It was very beautiful. And then 99 horse sacrifices were completed. And now the context is that the 100th horse sacrifice was about to start. The last one. And when Maharaj Prithu started the 100th horse sacrifice, King Indra, the king of the heaven, the king of all the demigods, the leader, he got envious. He's the king of heaven, but he got envious that Maharaj Prithu is going to get a higher position than him. So what he did was he came in the form of a sannyasi, and he stole the horse from the sacrificial arena and started to run away with the horse. The sage Atri, who was also present in the arena, he actually told Maharaj Prithu's son that, see, somebody is going and stealing the horse, go after him. So he became very angry. He took his bow and arrow and he chased behind Indra. But when he saw that Indra was actually in the garb of a sannyasi, instead of releasing his bow and arrow, he actually gave his humble dandavats and he came back. And when Atri saw this, he said, no, this is actually Indra. He's in the form of a sannyasi and he's actually cheating us. So you have to go and get the horse. So he went again. And this time, seeing that he was very angry and he had his arrow out, Indra actually left the horse where the horse was and he disappeared. So then he brought the horse back and everybody was so happy and they named him Vijayatashva, somebody who was victorious. What happened was, then the sacrifice started again, and soon they saw that dark clouds appeared in the sacrificial arena, and again somebody came and started to steal the horse. Do you know who it was? Indra. Indra was so envious. He again came and he again stole the horse. And he started to run away. And this time he took a different form of a sannyasi, like different garb. And again, Vijayatashva was sent. And again, Vijayatashva, seeing the form of a sannyasi, he actually paid his obeisances and came back. And then the sage again said, no, this is Indra in the form. He's cheating us. He is actually spreading these false, orders of sannyas. So again, he went and he got the horse and he came back. But this time, when Maharaj Prithu understood what Indra is doing, he got very, very angry. He got so angry that he himself got up from the sacrificial arena, from the yajna, and he took up a bow and arrow. And he said, I am going to kill Indra. Right? So Indra is a devotee of the Lord. And Maharaj Prithu is also, a Satyavesh avatar of the Lord. And here we see that when somebody gets angry, like what does Krishna say? From lust comes anger, from anger comes delusion, from delusion comes bewilderment, and from bewilderment comes loss of intelligence, and then we fall down. So here we see, because of the anger, of course, Maharaj Prithu is just playing a part for us to understand. But here we see that because of anger, he was ready to actually kill Indra, right? The Lord of heaven. And seeing this, Lord Brahma then came to the sacrificial arena to actually, because of compassion, because Lord Brahma had so much compassion for Maharaj Prithu, he wanted to not only, explain to him, pacify him, but also to empower him. So he came and then he explained that the demigods are always, in a position of higher position. And we see even in this material world, right? If somebody is in a higher position and they have more competition, by hook or crook, by their wealth or with power, they try to subdue their competition. So in the same way, he tried to explain that the demigods, even though if you go and try to kill Indra, the demigods will not allow that. And Indra cannot be killed because he is a devotee of the Lord. And it's best for you to just stop your sacrifice. Just do 99 and that's okay. But Maharaj Prithu was so angry. He said, instead of telling Indra, who is actually stealing as a thief, as a robber, you're telling me to stop sacrifice? I'm just doing a sacrifice. And haven't we seen this too? Like sometimes, somebody who is unreasonable, instead of speaking to the unreasonable person, we try to reason with somebody who is reasonable. And that is what Lord Brahma told Maharaj Prithu, that Indra is not going to understand, but you understand. So that's why I'm requesting you that it is best for you to stop the sacrifice. And then he also gives more explanation that just by doing sacrifice, you're going to go to the heavenly kingdom. But because you are at such an elevated position, you are a devotee of the Lord, you are aiming to go to Vaikuntha, to always serve the Lord. So there is no need for you to do the sacrifice. So when Maharaj Prithu heard these words and he was able to understand, he was ready to give up the sacrifice. His mind was very peaceful. Immediately he agreed to his senior, Lord Brahma. He went into the river, took his bath, and he was very, very peaceful. His mind was very peaceful. So this is something for us to learn, that many times we have our own plans, right? We have our own goals. We have worked really hard for something to happen, but it might not happen, right? Krishna might have a different plan, or he has the best plan for us. At that time, we should try to understand what Brahma had given instruction to Maharaj Prithu here, that just because our sacrifice or our plan is not going according to what we are thinking, we should not become agitated or anxious. Instead, we should just remember that sometimes some things happen due to providence. And if we try to rectify that too much, then we might actually fall more into the darkest region of materialistic thought. Instead, just tolerate, not easy, but try to tolerate and move forward. So Maharaj Prithu, he followed the instructions of Lord Brahma, and then very soon we see that Krishna actually appears because he was so pleased. And along with Krishna came Indra, because Indra was so embarrassed with what he did. So Krishna appeared in the sacrificial arena, and then he explained to Maharaj Prithu that he's very, very happy with his behavior, with his actions. And this we can see that if sometimes, even if our plans don't go according to what we are thinking, but if we actually remember that this is Krishna's plan and we accept it, and with a sincere mind we're still in devotional service, then Krishna is actually even more pleased. So then Krishna was explaining to Maharaj Prithu that the main thing here is to actually do things in such a way that it is pleasing for everyone. And hearing this, Indra was very embarrassed. So Indra wanted to beg for forgiveness, and Krishna actually told Maharaj Prithu that please forgive him. He is my dear devotee and he has made a mistake, so please forgive him. And Indra was ready to actually fall on the feet. So this is another important piece which we should understand, that if we commit an offense against a Vaishnav, knowingly or unknowingly, the way for us to rectify it is apologize. And we also see, and Indra has committed, offenses multiple times. So he has explained this, even when during the Govardhan Leela, when he committed the offense, he actually came in front of Krishna with a devotee, Surabhi. Here he comes with Krishna. So we should understand that if we have committed an offense, the way for us to rectify it is to humbly, go to the devotee and beg for forgiveness. And then, before he could fall on the feet of Maharaj Prithu actually lifts Indra and embraces him. And he has no ill feeling against against Lord Indra. So from this section, we understand that how Maharaj Prithu, who was a junior, he was empowered, and Maharaj and Lord Brahma had compassion for Maharaj Prithu. So this is a very important section which we should remember, that sometimes even when things don't go according to our plan, we should not overly try to make the plan work. Instead, accept and move forward. So we'll try to stop here and get some reflections, some discussion. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu. Here. Yeah.
Thank you very much for the nice class, Prabhu. I was wondering about this pastime, so now I understand better. I'm just wondering, why did Maharaj Prithu even want to do the 100 horse sacrifices in the first place if he doesn't care to for the prestige or anything? Why was he doing it?
So, because he's a pure devotee of the Lord, he knows that the way to please the Lord is to do some austerity, to do some sacrifice. And in that yuga, because sacrifices weren't performed for so many years, and he was the ruler of the entire material world, he wanted to ensure that the citizens in his kingdom flourish and are happy. So for their fulfillment, and Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that when a leader follows, everybody follows that leader. So to create that context, he actually wanted to perform the sacrifice, and by doing that he was able to make the entire kingdom happy and flourish. But it wasn't for himself. He was doing it to actually set an example. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So basically, in a way, it was also compensating for the lack of sacrifice that happened during the time of King Vena.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hey Krishna Prabhu, thanks
Hare
for the lecture. So I couldn't recollect whether it was the verse 32 or 33 or maybe 34, where it talks about in the purport you saying Maharaj Prithu has already completed 99 sacrifices and you're on the path to liberation. Can you explain the path?
Context,
The
yeah.
path, yeah. What path is in? I mean, like, yeah, in that purport.
Yeah. So this was being explained by Lord Brahma to Maharaj Prithu. So Maharaj Prithu was very angry,
Yeah.
right? And he was ready to actually kill Lord Indra. He had picked up his bow and arrow, and he was trying to kill Indra in the sacrificial arena. And what happened was, the Brahmanas who were present in the sacrificial arena, they explained to Maharaj Prithu that, Maharaj Prithu, it is said that when a sacrifice is going on, we should not kill any entity. Instead, we will call Indra, and we will, by the power of our mantra, and actually bring him into the fire and kill him that way. When Lord Brahma saw that this was about to happen, he came to actually explain to Maharaj Prithu and to the Brahmanas that what they're doing is not okay. First, he tried to explain that, Indra is a devotee of the Lord. He is, he's the king of heaven, of all the demigods, so we cannot kill him. Then he tried to explain to Maharaj Prithu that you are such an elevated devotee. Your aim is actually to please Krishna. You are going to Vaikuntha. By performing these sacrifices, the benefit you get is just going to the material heaven, right? But you want to transcend that. So there's no need for you to do the sacrifice.
So by the path, he means as a devotee. Okay.
As a devotee.
Yeah, okay.
Right. Because devotees don't even desire.
Yeah.
We don't desire to go to, Brahmalok
Yes.
or
Yes.
the heaven, Indralok.
Yeah.
We just want to please the Lord. And when the Lord actually came, in front of Maharaj Prithu, he was so pleased. He actually asked Maharaj Prithu that please ask for some benediction. And Maharaj Prithu then said that my benediction, I only want to be a devotee of you. Then, Krishna says that you're already my devotee. No, that's not a benediction. Please ask for something else. So then Maharaj Prithu says that give me thousands of ears. Not that, his whole body is covered with ears, but his 2 ears have the power as 1,000 ears. Why? So wherever Krishna Katha is happening, Maharaj Prithu wanted to hear that. And then he also said that all I want to do is just massage your lotus feet. And as he was sharing this with the Lord, he also said that I know Mother Lakshmi is always massaging your feet. I hope she doesn't get offended that I'm going to take her service. That was his mood. His mood was, I just want to serve you, my dear Lord. And he was an amazing devotee.
No, the next, this is only thought sharing what I'm about to say. So with the goal of 100 sacrifices, he came super close to that and stopped at the 100th one that talks to and explains to us about the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, where it talks about the I and mine, Ahamkara and Mahakara, Mamakara. Just give up that and just surrender on to me. I'll take care of everything. It just reminds me. And while you were explaining this, I got the thought of those. Lord Krishna's.
Like sometimes for prestige, he could have said, no, I've done 99. I want to finish my 100.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing anything wrong. You should tell Indra to stop.
Yeah.
But he took a humble position because, that is what a devotee does. They just tolerate.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu.
So, am I understanding correctly that these yagyas would promote him just to the heavenly planets and not to like spiritual world? Because I thought it was the actual like Yuga Dharma at the time, so it would be like what would take you back to Godhead. Is it not, or?
Yeah, so, in the context, Lord Brahma was trying to explain to Maharaj Prithu, so that way, he can be pacified as well. And he wanted to ensure that Indra is also, protected. So in that sense, he was trying to explain to Maharaj Prithu that, it's okay. You've completed 99 and you've already got the benefit. We don't want to commit some sacrifice in such a way that we're affecting some other devotee. And for that greater good, he asked him to stop. Anyone else? Prabhu? Kuch boliye. Prabhu ji.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. So as, we see like the Maharaj Prithu also started the sacrifice, and then sometimes like he was on the path or whatever like goal he has chosen. So, and you say like, even though like he has to, Indra did commit the offense, and Lord Brahma is stopping Maharaj Prithu, that okay. So sometimes like when we see like in this material world, so if even if we are correct, then how we can come to on that platform that even I am correct, still people are making me understand that, okay, leave the matter. I mean, how we can get this thing, how we can make our own mind understand this particular thing.
Is it easy? No, it's not easy, right? Many times we see that even if we are correct, and somebody else is committing something wrong to us, still people around you, around us, will always try to explain to us that, just leave it. Like, leave the matter, it's okay. So, is it easy for us to give up? No, it's not. But with, when we actually go to Srimad Bhagavatam, and that's the reason why, we should read the Srimad Bhagavatam, because these are like case studies for us to follow in the footsteps. There's nothing which is happening in our lives which hasn't already happened in the Srimad Bhagavatam. And the Srimad Bhagavatam gives us that manual on what should we do at those moments. If Maharaj Prithu had said, that no, Lord Brahma, I am not wrong, and I'm going to continue doing this, he would have killed Indra. And imagine, the effect, what would have happened after that. The demigods, would have got more angry. You're trying to perform sacrifices to please the demigods, and now the demigods have got even more angry. The whole purpose of doing these sacrifices is lost. So, we have to actually understand with our intelligence and with good counsel. Here in this case, we see that Lord Brahma came to give counsel. So in our case, with, like Srila Prabhupada says, with Guru, Sadhu and Shastra, we should be able to improve our intelligence in such a way that we can, go above that material plane and understand, what is happening. And then with patience and tolerance, we will be able to learn that it's okay. Just move on.
Okay, so you mean to say like we should see the higher purpose?
Yes.
And
Yes.
okay.
But at the same time, if there's abuse, we have to inform the authorities, right? We cannot just tolerate, because we want to tolerate. If there is any abuse going on, on any platform, physical, mental, emotional, we have to inform the right authorities. So that way, we can create the right boundaries. So,
Thank you, Prabhuji.
yes, Prabhu. Tulsi Mataji.
Thank you for a nice class, Prabhu. In the beginning, you mentioned the empowerment of the next generation. So with this verse, the context, how can we see that theme play out over here? Are we to understand that Indra is playing the part of the next generation, and even if he makes mistakes, we still encourage? Or what is the theme? How do we tie it to that theme?
So our theme is that as Maharaj Prithu, he ensured that he was performing all his responsibilities. He was performing his dharma. As a king, we see that he ensured that all the citizens were happy. That was the first point. The second point was he also ensured that he is able to teach, all the citizens the right mood in which you can serve the Lord. And third, he also showed from this pastime that even if our plans don't go according to what we are thinking, with good counsel and with intelligence, we should be able to understand that Krishna always has a plan. And if we surrender to Krishna's plan, then that's the perfect plan. So in our, how can we imbibe that? It would be that always ensure that whatever position we are in, whatever ashram we are in, brahmachari, grahastha, or vanaprastha or sannyas, right? Or any social orders. Whatever dharma we have to do our dharma correctly. As a student, we're studying. As a grahastha, we're ensuring that we're taking care of the family, right? So that is one point. Ensure that we're always doing our dharma correctly. We might have plans, and our plans will go astray. Has that happened only to me, or everybody has experienced that? Everyone's experienced, right? Our plans go astray. When they go astray, instead of getting mental about it, we should come back to the Srimad Bhagavatam from this pastime and understand that it's okay. We should be able to tolerate that and try to remember that Krishna has our back. He has a plan. And the third point would be, in whatever we do, always keep Krishna in the center. And when we do that, Krishna is pleased, and Krishna will come running, to his devotee. So that was okay. Krishna. Durashai Prabhu, would you like to say something? You're okay. Prabhu, there's a comment.
Thank you, Prabhu. So, how Maharaj Prithu, he himself is a Shakti Avesha avatar. So, how do we, like somebody like me, we come to the temple worship, etc. But how do we know that this goal is probably not the right goal for me? Having surrendered to the Lord. So in this case, Maharaj Prithu sets a goal of 100 or sacrifices. But at the time he set that goal, 100, he was probably not, should I think like he was not aware of probably that's not the right goal? Or how do we think about this? What is the right goal? What is acceptable?
So if I understand your question, you're saying that how do we understand that this is Krishna's plan for us versus our plan? And how do we understand what is Krishna's plan for us? Right? So we should first remember that Krishna is a person. And Krishna is accessible to us. If we sincerely pray to Krishna, Krishna already knows what we are going through. But if we sincerely come, in front of Krishna, Krishna is in our heart, right? He understands our desires. He understands what we are going through. If we sincerely come in front of him and we open our hearts and share with him that Krishna, this is what I'm going through. Please help me. Please guide me. Krishna will reciprocate. Krishna reciprocates in different forms. Somebody will come and explain to you, as an instrument of Krishna, right? That is one thing which has helped me, personally. The other one is to have a set of good associates around you. Somebody who you can go and share your heart with. Share what is happening in your life. And then they're able to then, give you good counsel. And the third thing would be to daily read the Srimad Bhagavatam. When we read Srimad Bhagavatam, it feels like Krishna is speaking to you. And then, whatever difficulties we have in our lives, it doesn't seem like they're difficult anymore. And they just go away. Hope that was okay. Would you like to add something? No?
In the mundane world, we are always reminded about goal setting and striving. If you do not hit the goal the first time, keep trying, etc., over and over again. And sloka 19, 30, was it, which sloka? 19. The first one that you read, it says, when the things are not going as you expected, do not further push. And you'll only go into the darkest regions of the mundane world by doing that.
No, but does that mean that we don't have any goals? No.
Yeah.
we have goals. We should always have a goal.
Yes.
You know, our Goswamis,
Yeah.
you know, they in their pranam mantra, it says, you know, that Sankhya Purvaka Namadi. They had a goal. They used to chant with a goal always. So we should have our own goals. We should have a plan in place. And we make sincere efforts, you know, to get to our goal. Now, as we're going through it, if there is a reversal, you know, we try to fix it, but when we see that it is beyond our control, at that time, you know, we surrender and we say, okay, Krishna, you know, if this is what you want, you know, we surrender to your plan. But we have to make our endeavor. You know, another great pastime about this point is the Damodar Leela, where we see that Mother Yashoda wanted to tie Krishna. And she tried so much. You know, she got so many ropes. And every time, it was 2 fingers too short. And our acharyas explained why it was 2 fingers. One was the endeavor of Mother Yashoda. And second was the mercy of the Lord. So when, you know, Krishna sees that, yes, you know, this person actually